I'm in Dubai, and in this video, I'm gonna answer the 3 most asked questions I receive about the Moustache. So for those who don't know, the Moustache is the first parakite canopy. Parakiting is a sub-discipline of paragliding that's been possible through the research and development done by GoFlare. So basically, the innovation is about using a profile that's very resistant to collapse and a pulley system in a riser that's allowed to change the trim of the canopy directly with toggle input. Because of this, it's possible to have a lot more fun. You're gonna have a lot more control over the trajectory, a lot of energy to use to dive, and really is to go for a flare, and it's a lot of fun. First, when I saw the Moustache on social media, I kind of dismissed it because I don't know, I felt like I knew what was the feeling of diving with a canopy, and I didn't realize how revolutionary it is. Because what truly blew my mind was not only the dive, but also the capacity to slow down and increase the glide. What size should I get? So this is like a multi-factor decision, because obviously your weight is to take in consideration, but not only. It's not like a regular paraglider. If you go on the GoFlare website and see the chart, you're gonna see each weight cover like a big range of size. So it is not as straightforward as choosing a regular paraglider or a skydiving canopy. So to give you some reference, I'm a little bit above 90 kilos, and I have a 22 and the 18. And I have to say, when the conditions are right, I have more fun with the 18. But the 22 is actually the canopy that was the most important in my progression, because I could fly a lot more. I had a lot more hours with the 22. And having a canopy that's a little bit less aggressive, a little bit slower, it allows me to work on some skills that I will have not there to try with a smaller canopy. So stabby touch, flying blind, all of this is a little bit less overwhelming to learn than on a super aggressive fast canopy. With a too small canopy, whatever you do, you're always gonna get a full dive with a lot of power and energy, which is great, it's a lot of fun, but it makes it more difficult to really understand the fine-tuning of the piloting. When should you release the brake, in what configuration, what is the right timing? And having a slightly bigger canopy is gonna give you more feedback to really make you progress faster. So my conclusion is, don't fall in the trap to choose a too small canopy believing that you're gonna have more fun, especially if you're a beginner. Start with a slightly bigger size than what you believe and build your foundation with the bigger size. And after a while, if you feel like it's boring, which is not gonna be the case, trust me, then you can go on the smaller size. So how do you get started? That's a question I receive a lot, especially coming from skydiver. Keep in mind, this is a sub-discipline of paragliding, and most of the foundation, like the technical and knowledge, is coming from paragliding. So I will highly recommend you to do a paragliding progression. That being said, if you never paraglide before, it's completely possible to learn directly with the Moustache, but I would really recommend to not skip all the paragliding foundation. If you're a skydiver and if you have a lot of swooping experience, there is a lot of transfer that can be done. But believe me, there is some foundation in your progression that needs to be done with a paragliding mindset for your safety, the safety of other people, and to make the best out of the sport. And in any case, I really advise to spend a lot of time ground handling, especially at the beginning. The proportion of ground handling and flying should be in favor of ground handling. You'll be surprised how it will accelerate your progression. It's gonna give you a stronger foundation for your piloting skills, more confident on takeoff, and you're gonna fast track your progression. So where are the best spots to fly? So you really need to understand the Moustache thrive into soaring location. What you want is to find location with very nice, consistent wind with very little turbulence, with some cool, fun, playful, natural feature. So it's not a surprise that Dubai is, in my opinion, one of the best places to fly. We have multiple sand dunes with different orientation that allow pretty consistent flying. And as you can easily imagine, like flying in the sand is by far the best you can get for the Moustache. I have to say the desert experience is quite special. Just driving in the sand dune is a really cool experience by itself. Passing by the camel and looking at the sunset, all of that make Dubai extra special to fly the Moustache. And the thing is, if for some reason the wind is not on, there is always an alternative to keep busy. You have the drop zone, the wind tunnel, just an hour and a half driving north of Dubai. You have a really cool location for base jumping and wingsuit base jumping. Okay, so that's it for this video. I really hope you learned something. And if you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments and I'm gonna do my best to answer them.